lot of people don't know. I didn't fuck a guy, but I had to let a guy perform oral sex on me.
Yeah.
To get my first special. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The classic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. It's so funny. I guess the thing that's curious, I know like people are starting to talk about the initiations and stuff.
Sure.
I just assume this was sort of public knowledge. Like,
people are still like wowed by it. Like,
yeah, they're freaked out by it, which is just, everyone knows this is what happens.
I thought, yeah, it's like, hello, Christopher Columbus, 1492. I thought everybody knew it.
I had to drink a flagon of semen just to get a commercial agent. Like not even to get, I didn't even book a commercial.
Yeah.
And I went out for maybe 100 commercial auditions, and I had to drink a lukewarm flagon of fucking jizz.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, it was horrible.
I had a different like commercial initiation. I was like strung, but upside down.
Yeah.
And it was a red room. They were always in a red room.
Red room.
Ton of candles, right? And then they just kept. You felt it getting warm. You're like, is the heat on? And they're like, no, there's a fire below you. And you're like, oh shit. Yeah. And then in the morning, you're just like, you're like so much sweat pouring off you. You're naked, right? And then these men come in the room and they touch you. They don't like, for me, it wasn't like that much of a, I guess you could say it was sensual. It was more than sexual.
Yeah.
But when I left the room, I had an agent. You know what I mean? That was pretty. And I got a Sony commercial.
I think this is why you're doing theaters.
Yeah.
Because I just drank a flagon of cum, and I love that I'm doing clubs and stuff, but I feel like if I've been invited into the Red Room.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Red Rooms are like, they're notorious, but like, I'm surprised that people who they say they're like really into Hollywood and entertainment, that this is news to them. I'm like, I thought this was all everybody knew about this stuff. It's
in plain sight.
Yeah.
I mean, they put all the symbols in the trailers. It's predictive programming. It's obvious. It's right there. I mean, the Kingdom of Lucifer, Los Angeles.
Yeah. I'm going. So I just got offered a movie role.
What'd you do?
Well, that's the thing. They go, do you want to do it? And I'm like, I think so.
Yeah.
And then they go, all right, well, you have to come to LA. So they're like, the whole.
That's big.
The process is going to begin once I go, and they said give 72 hours, like the standard kind of time.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a little more dialed up Red Room if it's for a movie part, because it's the lead in the movie.
When every time I did Drunk History.
Yeah, great show.
I'd wake up at around 2 a.m. with a pit bull's dick in my mouth.
Really?
They sent it into my window. It was trained. It would go and just mount my face while I was sleeping. And the first time, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Pit bulls are scary.
They're aggressive.
This one was very sweet. It just wants you to suck its dick. And then when it climaxed, it would go back out the window. That was the first time. And I didn't want who do you even tell about that? Nobody's going to believe you.
But then you're on TV, dude.
Well, that morning I get a call and it's like, hey, you're going to do Drunk History.
Wow.
I didn't make the connection.
Right.
But then a year later, wake up with a dog's dick in my mouth, just thrusting. And like that time I was like, oh, okay.
I know what's happening.
I know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Drunk History the next day.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's cool. And yeah, I wish that people weren't so hard on the traditions and rituals of cultures they don't understand.
Yeah.
You got to open yourself up to the fact that we live on a very large planet and people have different ways of connecting with source.
Yeah.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.